So this may seem a little bit out of sorts, being a 54-year-old biker kind of guy, and I'm going to do a review on some battle rap. The reason why is, I just want to throw my opinion out there. We'll use the Italian food theory. I'll just throw some stuff against the wall and see if it sticks. Little known fact, I like rap music. A couple of my favorites, Tom McDonald and Ryan UpChurch, seem to have the beginnings of a rap battle going on. If it's possible, I am bothered and entertained at the same time. They're both people that I respect for their music, I respect for their talent, I respect for their messages. Although their messages are a little different from one another, they do intersect and cross paths in a lot of ways. One of them being Adam Calhoun, somebody that I listen to quite a bit and follow along. Adam Calhoun has been in collabs with both of these two artists. I'm kind of interested to see if this does turn into a rap battle where he's going to play in the middle of this because, like I said, he's worked with both artists. Seems to respect and get along with both of them. So kind of an interesting twist there to come in the near future, possibly. Anyways, if you want to watch an old guy that seems like you shouldn't even listen to this music, give a review on this music, then stay tuned. Well, I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I'm kind of old school and still trying to figure out how to do the technology, so I'm just going to listen to it on my headphones, and then hopefully I'll be able to seamlessly blend everything in editing. But let's go ahead and start the video. Now, my first thought is I really like the beat in the background. The music it's catchy and it's a little bit different. It's a good beat.
Ask these motherfuckers what they capsize. They smile and wave to the wave, make them capside. Rolling in my lane, then you chilling in your last ride. Five head ass, what your capsize? Asking motherfuckers what they capsize.
I'm really not sure what the whole Capsize thing is about. That may be a hip-hop reference that I'm a little bit too far out of the loop to completely understand.
They smile and wave to the wave, make them capside. Rolling in my lane, chilling in your last ride. Five head ass, I know you on the capside.
But the hook so far seems to be just your average battle rap stuff.
My noise, my voice, heard around town in the nice toys. My boys, my force, find out what the South known for.
Okay, and then that line there, that's just, if you followed battle raps or, rap music for the last it's like 5 decades now, four decades, you'll know that it's always East Coast, West Coast, North, South. Not a big deal, but it's cool the way he laid it out.
Somebody tell transgender Hannah Montana to take his maple syrup sipping ass back over to fucking Canada.
Okay, here comes the part that I've always taken a little bit of issue with. I'm very pro-American, very patriotic, to lengths that I can't even go into. It could put a whole video on how patriotic-minded that myself and my family is. I've always kind of wondered about his relocation, even when he was still in Canada before he came down and got with Nova, or moved in with Nova in LA, or however that went about. He was rapping about America while he was in Canada. Me being the activist sort I kind of am, I know of all the problems Canada has right now, but I also know that they have patriotic movements and they have, protests and things of that sort going on in Quebec and whatnot. And I've always wondered, why did he come down here and start rapping about our stuff? Now, mind you, I like the music and I like, I like the content of his songs. I'm not disagreeing one bit, but I always wondered why he didn't do something. Why isn't he rapping about Canada's problems? Is it just not as cool? Is it not going to get him as many hits, as many clicks and likes? I'm going to assume because of his fame and notoriety that he's not a border jumper. So he came down here legally, work visa, whatever it took. He's in the spotlight too much to do things illegally. So I'm going to assume he did things the right way. So I'm not going to bash on him for that. Being a proud American, I can't think of anything else more worthy than wanting to be an American and wanting to live in America. But I have always been kind of curious about why he didn't use his talent, use his skills to make things better in Canada. Back to the video.
Green goblin looking honky, only known in the web. Hashtag America Hummer, bulletproof bed.
Okay, so UpChurch is making the point that Tom McDonald is an online celebrity, an online rap force, so to speak. I have constantly heard about things that UpChurch does around his community and with his people, and he puts out videos all the time. Some of them are good, some of them aren't, some of them are just silly. But then again, he did get a start doing silly YouTube, so you can't really blame him for that. As they say, he's outside. Ryan UpChurch. The videos and things I see of Tom McDonald are all about his business. Now, I'm not going to crank on somebody for being all about their business, but the early days of battle rap and actual rap and stuff like that, it was created by people who were outside, people that were out on the streets, actually doing it, actually living it, knew what they were talking about. I think Ryan UpChurch has got him on that one. It seems like Ryan UpChurch is outside quite a bit more than Tom is.
You ain't going outside without your COVID-19 message, dude. Like Lil Nicky, thirsty for the drama, gender fluid and a flash. Rapping by the tractor, you don't even cut your own grass.
Rapping about a tractor and you don't even cut your own grass. Well, I got news for some people. There are a whole lot of people out there that do rap about things that they don't do. It's called buying your lyrics, and a lot of people do that. Tom McDonald does not appear to me to be a John Deere kind of guy. And if you know about the rap game, then you'll know there's a lot of false bravado. Like I said, it was started by people who were out there putting in the work. But as it became more popular, it also became more popular for others to write about living vicariously through the guys that were actually putting in work. So kind of weak on that one, but it flows good. It's good for a disc.
Google Nashville told the PR lady, hey, double yes. I kinda like how they dress, bedazzle my jacket, got braids in my shed.
Yeah, bedazzling and braids. Another thing I've always kind of been a little put off by with Tom, but he's an artist. Also, growing up in the music scene, I've known a lot of artists, musicians and whatnot, and they try to have their own style. They try to do their own thing. They try to set themselves apart from everybody else. So it's kind of the norm is trying to not be the norm. So there's a slight difference between UpChurch and Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald is trying to stand out with his appearance. He wants to be different. Tattoos on his face, all of those things. It makes people notice you and remember you. UpChurch comes from a different line of thought where he lets his actions make you remember him. And I think that is kind of a South thing as opposed to West Coast, because I've lived in both. And Southern boys just do. There's not a whole lot of, you have exceptions to the rule, like Jelly Roll. That's somebody that subscribed to the same train of thought. He's got his own, you meet him once, you won't forget him. He's a giant man with a lot of face ink. And somehow I don't see UpChurch wanting to write a diss song about jelly rolls. So a little bit of kicking in the nuts there, if you ask me. A little bit of low blow.
Kinda look like Barbie mixed with the can, and I am the guy that's talking to your can.
Yeah, okay, some of us that are older and have children, have raised children, when you were younger, your parents didn't like your music. It's kind of the natural order of things. Parents think all their kids' music is the devil music, is what our music was called when we were young. And, you know, I have kids and I don't like some of their music. The whole K-pop thing comes to mind. I'm like, why are you listening to that? Tom McDonald prides himself on putting a message out there. It's not just music. It's actually a message. And it's a good question. Is that who we want talking to our kids? Do we want to present that as a role model? He's kind of got Ryan UpChurch has a point here. Another place that I'm a little conflicted about Tom Donald.
Undercover in the system, so yeehaw, rebellious sound choke, even in a full Nelson Mandela.
I don't choke, even in a full Nelson Mandela. I love that line. There's a difference I find between UpChurch and McDonald. Is McDonald feels a lot of the time like he's just regurgitating. It seems like he's just, you know, watching Fox News and Tucker Carlson and turning that into a rap song. As opposed to Ryan UpChurch, who feels like he's, you know, I know I used to be a songwriter. I haven't for quite some time, but he'd be riding along in your truck and you would literally get hit with something and have to pull off to the side of the road, put your truck in park or neutral if you had a stick, and write down some lyrics before you forgot them. And a lot of times I feel like that is UpChurch's writing style. And I tend to respect that a lot. There are some songs where you can tell that Tom McDonald's done the same thing. It just seems a little bit more prevalent in Ryan UpChurch's lyrics.
No glitch in my ship, Music City antenna. I'm the underground shit, chicken sewage tank dripping. Ask these motherfuckers what they capsize. They smile and wave to the wave, make them capside. Rolling in my lane, then you chillin' in your last ride. Five head ass, what your capsize? Asking motherfuckers what they capsize. They smile and wave to the wave, make them capside. Rolling in my lane, chillin' in your last ride. Five head ass, I know you on the Capside.
Kind of wish there was a little bit more to the hook, but it's okay. It's a battle rap. I don't think he planned it out to be a number one song or anything, so give him a little leeway on it. I think the five head thing kind of makes me giggle. You'll notice I wear a cap all the time because I think I have a rather large forehead myself, so I'm guilty of the five head thing. So it kind of makes me laugh a little bit.
Hillbilly, holla boys, ain't nobody fucking with me.
And I love the Holla Boys reference because he's going back to saying, hey, this is the South. This is what we do in the hills. We are hillbillies. You know, I have extended family in West Virginia and Georgia and things of that sort, so I understand the whole hillbilly way of life, and it's quite different than the West Coast. Personally, I enjoy that better than I enjoy living out here and on the commie coast, but yeah, UpChurch is pulling that out, and I'm not sure. Come on, Tom has to respond. Tom has to come back with something, just like he did in the Mac Lethal episode. He's got to come back at Ryan with something, and I don't know how he's going to counter that one, because I don't see any way, unless you're some gangster from central LA or something, which obviously Tom is not. How are you going to try to say that LA is harder than the boys in the South? I'm not sure how you're going to counter that. It seems like a pretty big task for you there, Tom. But obviously he's got to come back with something. Kind of interested to see where it goes.
McDonald, you dentist, a menace looking ass nigga. You ain't got no bullets, it's illegal in your state, killer.
Okay, he says it's illegal in your state. Those of us who are right-wingers understand that really doesn't mean a whole lot. Honestly, never really bought the whole I got guns thing out of Tom McDonald until he partnered with Adam. But I don't actually recall him saying a lot about having guns and using guns. But you can't not talk about guns when you're collabing with Adam Calhoun. That's like 50% of Adam's rap is about guns. So, but claiming that it's illegal in California, if you've been to the hoods, if you've been to Oakland, if you've been to LA, you'll understand that point is null and void.
Armor vest on a tank without a fucking rifle with him, jumping up and down like he's the United cheerleader.
Yeah, jumping up and down like he's a United cheerleader. Whenever I get really excited, especially if I have a couple drinks in me and I get really excited about a rap song, you tend to get crunk. And a lot of times we'll see the rap artist doing it on the video and we'll just instinctively start imitating and dancing like they're dancing and whatever, and they do the jump thing, and yeah, not real good when you're 54 years old. You don't imitate that. Trust me. Ask me how I know.
This twat tweeting on Twitter with his gender fluid fingers. Guys, I'm saving country rap and I think I can make it better.
Okay, saving country rap. I don't think Tom McDonald has ever claimed to be hick hop. He knows his lane, and I feel like he stayed in it. Ryan UpChurch has experimented with a bunch of different kind of music. It's always got somewhat of a country base, because obviously he's from Tennessee. But he's done the singing thing, and he's done this, and he's done that, and he kind of comes out. He's even did a remake of one of my favorite grunge songs. You can't bash on Tom for getting into your realm when he never claimed to be. That's not Tom McDonald's lane. Tom McDonald makes politically charged white boy rap. It's basically white boy rap. I've never seen him try to do a Johnny Cash song. I've never seen him talk about Waylon Jennings in any of his music. I've never talked about him, or never heard him talk about getting in my Chevy and shooting a buck. I've never heard Tom McDonald do any of that. So the country rap thing, I think he's barking up the wrong tree on that one.
This cracker dressing up like a bedazzled Power Ranger with some CGI cows, cause they ain't got no farm around them. You can't poke at me, bitch, you a homebody in Cali. And South Park said y'all's heads already cut into half-seats. I'm invisible, lit, gas leak, invincible, spit Komodo dragon acid drip when I be hitting a lick.
There again, there is some of Ryan UpChurch's just fantastic lyrical artistry there. The boy spitting. Yeah, the whole Komodo dragon thing, and the acid drip, and then he talked about, the sewage leak and whatever. It's like, it's almost like if you watched 8 Mile, Eminem does the whole bit where he's basically self-effacing for his whole bit, and then at the end he's like, I just told all these people that I'm crap, so what are you gonna do? It's incredibly disarming to sit there and call somebody out while saying, yeah, I'm trash, I'm dirty. That's what we pride ourselves on here. So go ahead and try to say something about that. It has some 8 Mile Eminem vibes going to it, and I kind of dig that. I like the self-effacing avenue of attacking somebody. It works rather well because it takes some ammo away from the guy who has to respond. Well done.
Nobody thinking like this, so why you sit on the fence? My language arts gun racked, holding infinite clips. Independent, but you popping up on CNN, rocking Balenciaga on my bullshit. Got the heart of 20.
Now, any of you watching my channel will probably very instantly recognize the Balenciaga jab. That was a straight up right jab right to the chin. I have never personally noticed him sporting any Balenciaga, but if he did, that's something he needs to be called out on. It may just be, artistic liberty from Ryan, but that is another thing. If you claim to be, on our side, a right-winger and activist for the conservative side, but you're getting a lot of your promotion from CNN and MSNBC and things like that, we have plenty of outlets for you to promote your stuff on and give your opinion. You don't need to make use of the enemy. But then again, it's just business. That's my opinion, and mine's a little strong, but I'm not in the rap business, and I have done some research on Nova Rockefeller, and that Rockefeller, I guess. Nova is a genius when it comes to promotion, and I'm sure they've got, with the money that he has now, they've got some high-priced people on the payroll to go along with her genius. And so I guess you can't knock somebody for making their cash. But that's just my opinion. I happen to agree with them on that. You can't play both sides of the fence in our political world nowadays. So that's a point for Ryan.
Shape the lane like terracotta, that's at Veracasa partner. I'ma fuck every rapper up like they was Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, and the Farrah Fawcett thing. Thanks for the Gen X reference there, Ryan. Thanks for giving us something we can relate to. Right on, brother.
Get it, pussy target, get the notebook, Ryan Gosling. You adopted neurotoxin, take caution when moving on the Martian. You the biggest fan of Marshall. Let's see if the math is honest. Use my SEO when you act like this situation shocking.
Okay, I'm going to have to do some research and find out what an SEO is. I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird that he threw that in there.
Ask these motherfuckers what they capsize. They smile and wave to the wave, make them capside. Rolling in my lane, then you chillin' in your last ride. 5-head ass, what your capsize?
Yeah, still not a fan of this hook, but like I said, it's a diss song.
Asking motherfuckers what they capsize. They smile and wave to the wave, make them capside. Rolling in my lane, chillin' in your last ride. 5-head ass, I know you on the Capside. He gonna be like, if I'm Dennis the Menace, you're just a hobo in the wagon.
I'm digging it. I will honestly say this will be on my song list. I will be listening to this going down the road. The Dennis the Menace thing's rather funny.
I'm gonna feed you pork and beans under some bridge up in Nashville. I'm the illest rapper, dog. I got bacteria lyrics.
All right, I do find it humorous when he kind of imitating Tom McDonald. It's a good imitation. So props for that.
And hog-tied on my lip, I got a sausage addiction.
That sausage addiction, I can't even on that one. Yeah, he's going up with some pretty hard shit in here, pretty hard stuff, and Tom's gonna have to respond. I don't know. I don't recall, not saying that there isn't, but I don't recall a straight out diss song from UpChurch before. I know there's some lines in some of his songs where he's pretty much told some people they were full of crap and whatever, but I've never heard a whole song like the Mac Lethal thing with McDonald. I kind of like part 1 and 2. That is on my playlist. So I'm very much looking forward to the response from this. And again, they've crossed paths, intersected lately. So I'm really interested to see what comes from the people that associate with both of these guys. I enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's something different, something off the wall for me. But like I said, we'll see if it works. If it works, I might do more. If it doesn't, then whatever. I wasted an hour making a video. No big deal. But thanks for watching. If you've watched this far, got to watch an old guy talk about rap music.
You got something to say? Come on, say it.